More Blockies. More Blocky Transformers. Now we got them in small size like we did a little while back. But now I hear we got other things going on with it, like armored warriors, educational puppets, and now even Japanese Vocaloids. This thing is starting to get out of hand. Well, on the other hand, they do make a nice gift. I want to play with this one. Hello everybody, Sparkster1701 here. We're going to kick off February by doing something totally different. We're taking a look at one of the recent waves of Blokees Defendor versions. What we have here is Wave 4, which is known as Titan's Fury. This is the case that you can buy them in. If you buy it by the case, you're guaranteed to get one of every figure, because there are 12 figures and vehicles, though 2 of them have a pair of variations. Rodimus Prime and Grimlock each have different versions. Rodimus has a regular version. He has one that's known as these others are special Galaxy type, and the Galaxy type is based on the cartoon version because it has him with the Matrix. And then he has a special armor type, which gives him some flames on that yellow spoiler of his. Grimlock, of course, his regular one is based on the cartoon model. The Galaxy type one is based on the original Generation 1 toy. And the special armor type is again the cartoon, but features him from one particular episode with him dressed as a waiter. So those you can get you'll get a random of which one it is. Plus, as it also shows here, there are 3 coins that are obtained, and they come with the Starscream figure. And of course, you can press your luck and get them in these individual boxes, but you won't know which one you're going to get. Whereas if you buy a case, you get everybody. And as you saw, we went with the case route, so we have everybody. We'll start off here with Rodimus Prime. I got the regular Rodimus, unfortunately. And he, like all the humanoid figures, the head can be turned, and it is on a ball joint, so it will look up and down. The arms will go out so far. You can rotate them at the shoulder. They bend at the elbow and swivel at the bicep. He can do a full splits. He doesn't have a thigh cut, but the legs can be raised at the hip a bit, but it is a bit difficult. Plus, he does twist at the waist. But all in all, this one doesn't look too bad. They also included his vehicle form. And I set it up like this intentionally because there's a bonus feature on his vehicle form. You can split the rear of the trailer open, and then you can raise out the gun, just like how it was done on the Generation 1 toy. And those posts on there, while they're not perfectly set up, you can get one hand at least on it. And if you ignore the fact that you've got him down here at the bottom, this is almost like how the original toy could be posed on his battle trailer. So that's kind of neat. Neat attention to detail. And next up here we've got Scourge. He's one of the few that has a different hand. They give him an open right hand so that you can attach this energy beam to him. And of course, his wings are also posable. So that's kind of neat. And we have Rumble, based on his cartoon appearance. They give Rumble a pair of pile drivers. Unfortunately, they are very snug in there. You can get some springiness like that, but they do not fold in. Unfortunately, we also don't get hands for him. But I do like the fact that they did give him his guns as a back-mounted accessory. So that is kind of nice. And we have here Megatron as how he appeared in the Shattered Glass comics. Shattered Glass was, of course, Transformers' take on the mirror universe, as seen in Star Trek. So the Decepticons were the good guys, and the Autobots were the bad guys. An interesting little take. And then, of course, we got one of my favorites, Shockwave. They even included with him the cannon hand, which is nice, and they gave us a little cable, so he invokes the Generation 1 toy. And, of course, here we got Starscream in his jet mode. And Starscream comes with one of 3 coins, so I got this coin with him. It basically features Starscream. According to the box, the others feature Rodimus and Grimlock. But I got Starscream. Next up here we have Blitzwing. I do love the fact they gave him his sword instead of the gun, so that's kind of nice. We got Brawl for the Combaticons. Now, if those of you who have been collecting some of the others, you may have noticed that he has holes, similar like how the Constructicons had. I do know Box 5 has at least 2, maybe 3 of the Combaticons. And I have seen online there was a prototype unveiled of doing these guys as Bruticus. So apparently at some point this year we will likely get a special box that'll include the Bruticus parts. If we do, I will definitely show it to you folks. But I do like the fact it came with his extra gun, just like the old Generation 1 toy. So you do have the anti-aircraft gun on the back, and the turret does rotate, and its gun can be elevated. This has a lot of fun possibilities, I gotta admit to that. And we got Grimlock here. I got the special version of him that's based on the toy because it has the red eyes. Grimlock, you can turn his head, you can open and close the mouth, you can swing the arms, and you can move the legs. Definitely a fan favorite. As you saw, Larry wants to take him from me. Got a version of Hound. They call it Brilliant Hound because he's in translucent plastic. And I do love the fact that the gun here on his, mounted on his shoulder, is movable as well. So that's a lot of fun. And then, of course, lastly, we have Wheeljack. I like the striping on the top, but I think the sides are kind of plain. They could have put some of the markings on there. And instead of the fake Italian airline sponsorship on the tail, it says Transformers. But I like there on the hood, it says Wheeljack. That's kind of cute. A little unnecessary, but it is kind of cute. I do like this lineup, but I don't really have too many gripes with many of the characters. Some of the things could have been done differently. But all in all, I do enjoy it. Oh, and before I forget, by buying the case, I got this special card of Grimlock. I do not know if there is one for Rodimus as well, but it does have Grimlock as the waiter. And he's looking a bit surly. Of course, having to be somebody that takes drinks to others, that's an insult to Grimlock. Almost as much of as an insult to him getting bossed around by Mark Wahlberg in the one movie. If that was the Generation 1 Grimlock that had taken that, old Marky there would have been served as a Wahlburger. But all in all, this is a nice lineup. I do like the attention to details. And I do hope to see some more of them in the future. At any rate, that's our look at the fourth wave of Blokees Defendor toys. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please do remember that if you love the content we show on this channel, we would appreciate some likes, shares, comments, and subscriptions. YouTube altered the algorithm. They want to make sure people are engaging with us. It takes only a second from you, but it means a lot to those of us that provide you with this entertainment. This is Sparkster1701 saying I will catch you all later.